Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, to Kavon's World. Today I'm gonna tell you another ghost story. This one also personally happened to me. This one was in China. I used to live in China for about 5.5, 6 years. From 2017 till 2022 I was there, and for whatever reason I left, and this happened in 2018. I was in this city in northeast of China, in a province called Liaoning, and the city is the capital of this province. It's called the city of Shenyang. Now, this city is very cold. It's about 6 months of just frozen hell, pretty much. 6 months a year, it gets really cold, and you get these cold winds that they come from north of China, all the way from Russia, from the Siberia area. Now, this event happened during the winter. So I had this apartment in this pretty nice, unique spot in Shenyang. And it was overlooking a very nice river. There's two rivers. There's a main river in Shenyang. It's called Wulige River, which is very big. So if you see some of my videos from before, you see me trying to cross over it in the winter, and it gets to the temperatures of -38, -40 sometimes. So Celsius. So the river frozen solid usually, so you can cross over it even with a car or bike or whatever. So a lot of people go there during the winter to have fun and games on top of this giant frozen river. Now there's another one, a branch of this river comes past by my house. I forgot what the name was. Anyway, so I lived in I believe it was 28th floor on this building. So one night in middle of nowhere, another thing I need to tell you, in this whole 28th floor, there was only 2 units of apartments. So it's a north-south kind of design. So you're facing south in one side, and your front door is facing north, and there is an exact same similar apartment next to you in this same floor, and there is nothing else. It's just an opening in the front and an elevator that goes up or down. And behind this building, there is a side door that has a fire escape, so you can have access to the building next door. So you can actually travel through this fire escape, which is pretty long, maybe 50 meters, and it's kind of like hovering over the 2 buildings, and it goes all the way to the next building. So they have also 2 units, and then next one over, I think, has 1 unit in the corner. So the buildings are pretty wide, and they go up like this. The fire escapes between, and another one, and so on. Now I had a pretty nice view, pretty 2-bedroom apartment, very nice one. What happened was my neighbor didn't exist. There was nobody in that other building the other apartment next to me. So it was always empty. So nobody lives there. So it's only me in this whole floor. One night I wake up at around 1 o'clock in the morning, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, I believe, and I was very thirsty. So this is in the middle of the winter, so outside the temperatures are like -30 degrees, something like that, and there's a heavy wind, a blizzard, and always snowing there, very cold. And so I wake up to go to the kitchen, which is exact opposite part of my apartment, is by the entrance. So by the entrance, when you enter my house, there's a hallway, there's an open area, which is like a giant hallway because the apartments are very long. And one side is my dining table, and right next to it, there is another small, not small, but kind of narrow, more narrow than the hall itself, that goes down, and that's the whole kitchen. And then there's a bedroom next to it, which is the guest bedroom, and then my bedroom all the way to the other side, passing the living room, so to the corner. Now, so I walk all the way across my apartment to the other side, go to the kitchen, get a glass of water, and drink it. So I'm quite awake at this moment. I come back to my bed, put my glass of water next to me, so just in case if I get thirsty again, I don't have to go back and try to walk all the way to the kitchen. The laziness. And what happens is, as soon as I lay down on a bed, I looked outside. My window was open because there's not much light during the winter, so it's either in the daytime or morning, it's not that bright. And it was a storm outside, so it's kind of nice to look outside and also hear the wind. I see this very black, dark cloud-looking thing, lower than a normal cloud. It's coming toward my apartment. So I kind of noticed it while I was sitting up in my bed. I keep looking at it and it gets closer. And at this moment, I kind of think maybe it's just a cloud or something, maybe smoke from a factory that burned coal overnight to create this the heat of the water, and then they pump it through the apartments. So that's how you get your heating in the northeast of China, or most of China. They burn coal, and the coal heat up the water in the factory, and then they shoot this hot water on your floor, underneath your floor, through these small pipes, and that's how you get heat. So in the winter time, you don't need to use any heater. You just pay one amount of money, whatever amount, and that covers your 6 months. And you have natural heating from the hot water. Now, so I'm thinking that maybe it's from a factory or someplace, or maybe it's just excess amount of coal that burns, so it's just black smoke, whatever. A little strange, but it's moving quickly, so it looks like a smoke. So I lay back down on my bed, and the next thing I know is I have double layer windows, and it's closed shut. I see this smoke slowly moving through my window, and it comes over my room, over my bed. I'm looking up, and all of a sudden the whole room turned black, like this black. I cannot see anything, I cannot hear anything. And I feel this very heavy vibe over me, and I try to move and see if I can pinch myself, maybe I'm dreaming or whatever, like what's happening to me, and I cannot move. I was just frozen in my bed, very scary. It even makes it scarier, not just the fact that everything is dark and you cannot see anything and you cannot hear anything, it's also you cannot move. So it's very strange, and I got pretty scared, and I don't know what to expect. I don't see anything, and this feeling is not going anywhere, and so I got a little bit scared. So what happened is I just, the only thing I could do is close my eyes. I closed my eyes, and my grandmother, which she passed away maybe 6 or 8 months earlier in America, and I didn't get a chance to go visit for this event because I was stuck in China working, and her voice came to my ears very loud, very clear, like she's next to me, and she was chanting something. I don't know what she was saying. I couldn't make it out, and she was saying something, repeating it over and over, chanting, and it kind of strangely gave me this very calm feeling. It made me feel like, oh, everything is okay. I'm safe. Which is very interesting. I never told this story to too many people because they know me. I'm not a super religious person or really believe in these things. I like to think rationally about some things. So it's even strange for me to even try to tell you guys this story, but I think where else to tell it than to just put it on YouTube and see if maybe similar experiences been felt by other people, and they can maybe share with me also. So I hear her voice, and it's calming me down, whatever she was saying, and it's repeating itself over and over, and I felt so calm. So I try to open my eyes. I get kind of this bravery feeling in myself, so I open my eyes, and I would imagine at this point you would think that, okay, so I opened my eyes and the thing disappeared, but no. The thing was there, the darkness existed, but it slowly started moving like a cloud. It became this cloud shape again, and it slowly moved through my whole apartment, went out of my door, went to my living room, over my dining room, went to the other room, kind of in that direction, and I kind of got up. As soon as it left my room, I got up and started following this thing, slowly, kind of creeping in to see where it's going, what is happening. I'm very curious, and I feel a little bit more calm after this. And I see this things just move out of the other window, and it moves north. It goes out of the window. It goes in the sky, and it just keep going. And it is the strangest thing I ever seen, and I have no idea how to explain this like in a more clear way than this. And this is all I remember from it, because then I felt still very calm. I came back to bed, take another sip of my drink, which is the water, and I went back to bed and I fall asleep. And the next day I wake up and everything is okay. I don't feel any strange thing. I did call my mom in America about this, and she thought maybe I was sick and taking pills or something. I said, no, I didn't take, I'm not sick. I don't take any pills. I'm pretty healthy. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do any drugs, nothing. And this happened, and she didn't know what to say. So I don't know. I just thought maybe I share this story with you guys, and if you had similar experience, maybe, or if you have any rational ideas about what just happened, you can even tell me. But yeah, that was my second story, the experience of maybe a ghost or a supernatural in China. Now I do have more stories to tell you. More strange thing has happened to me during my travels. Again, another story from way back in way back in 2007, when I first time I came to China. This was in a even further north city, which I will tell you the story another time. And there's also a couple of stories in America it happened, which is very strange also, so I cannot explain. Anyways, well, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for your support. If you're new here, please do subscribe, and if you get a chance and you like this video, please like it. Click that like button, and it will really help me to maybe share more of my stories with you guys. Well, thanks again. Take care.